Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. We're back to Oxygen Not Included today. I'm showing Mr. Puffed because the tank is kind of in progress at the moment. You'll see the tank again on Friday. And obviously here at the moment, but not on the fish cam. Hope you're doing well, Ayla Avo. I don't exactly know what we're going to do. I've not looked at the save in a while. So we're probably just going to hang out and have fun. We were halfway through decorating it. I have a fair few errands queued up already, so we'll let them do all of this. We've got the base set up. We poured out all of the salt water over here. There is a hot polluted oxygen vent. I'm quite tempted to just set this up today. Supplement the cool steam vent from the SPOMs. As far as I know, one of our water vents is just about to come back online. This is going to come back online in about 2.4 cycles. And then this one is currently online. I'm not convinced we're getting the full throughput out of this because it's not tamed at all. We're kind of just letting it very, very slowly cook the slime biome. I think we possibly might want to build some temperature plates. We have got, actually, Atmo suits here now. So let's actually build some quick and dirty temperature plates. That will help with the whole cooking process, right? I basically just want to make sure the steam actually condenses. So I guess that's probably going to be a pretty practical way of doing that, right? I worry that we've got the water down here and the vent is pretending it's erupting, but it's not actually erupting that much. Then again, I guess we're getting a fairly decent amount of water out of this continuously. So maybe it's alright. Yeah, I mean, this is erupting about 4.6 kilograms per second, and this is pumping about 2.3 kilograms per second. The liquid level isn't really building up here, which is making me think that it is actually just not fully venting. Now, the thing is, I'm going to have to let people in here again, aren't I? That should be fine. That shouldn't cause any issues. Also, this slime is clean now. Let's actually dig out the clean slime, I think. This was supposed to be a room a while ago. Is it still a room? It is technically still a room. Well, then maybe I'll leave these ones here for now. Yeah, we're just going to muck around for a bit. We'll probably build some polluted oxygen vent tamers, and that'll do. We're still in the process of moving everyone over, but it's going to take a while for me to set the space up properly. I want to get the freezers set up properly. I'm perfectly content to let things stand as they currently are. This is currently erupting. Again, this is pretending it's erupting. It's actually tricked. What I want to do is, in terms of where the base levels are for the little base complex, that's a level. That's a level. I want to make sure that our vent tamer is contained within this sort of area. Let's dig this up, and then I'll probably just tile it here first. I'm not going to build this all out of insulated tile. Actually, it's oxygen. It's not going to produce that much heat. Let's not worry about it too much. I'll build these tiles, and then we'll seal it off this way. In terms of where the actual main bit is going to go, I also wanted to dig out here. We're gradually going to move all of the poke shells out of the way as well. Yeah, people have plenty of stuff to do at the moment. Do I want to speed to it? I probably do want to speed to it at some point. Oh, you're wearing the eyeball suits? I forgot we had the eyeball suits. What are you doing here? Look, I don't want no shovels. That's why I'm seeing random tiles everywhere, right? Am I gonna have to start shovel hunting? How do we let one out? I'm gonna need to go find a random shovel and keep an eye on it. Well, I found some evidence of shovels. I haven't actually found the shovel. What if I wrangle like this? There's one. Right, so show navigation. How did you get through? You can escape through here. Okay, that makes sense. So what that means is I'm going to need to seal this bit off. Which probably means I'm going to have to come up here and build a load of doors, right? That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say this is an emergency, more of an annoyance than anything. We'll just have to keep finding and periodically hunting the shovels. And then I guess I will get you to build some doors. Wow, we have a lot of wolframite now. I guess this should be priority 9. That will do. Yeah, priority 9. This construction, yeah, go ahead and do that. You don't actually need to build this tile, that's fine. You're going to go dormant in 49.5 cycles. That's alright. There's a tiny little bit of oxygen up here. We're going to do the usual flooded deodorizers trick. Or submerged deodorizers trick. Because it's just hot, we don't need to put any wheezeworts or radiation or anything like that there. It should be fine on its own. Are there any other immediate emergencies we need to do? I want to priority 9 these tasks as well. Am I still going to pitcher pump this? I mean, probably not, right? Yeah, we'll be fine. We haven't got any slime lung in the air, right? Is this slime lung? This is slime lung. What happened? Oh, there was slime lung in this room? Oh. Okay. I guess that means I'm putting a wheezewort here. Yeah, we're just going to slowly get back into things. I'm not really sure what I want to do streaming-wise at the moment. I'm going to be honest. I kind of want to... I know this is kind of weird. I kind of want to take a week to focus on YouTube videos, because I've got lots of YouTube video ideas. I want to actually dedicate some time for that, because we did a lot of streaming before we went on holiday. And Scotland was really good. I really enjoyed it. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the back burner that I want to do. I don't know. It'll feel a bit more normal when I'm back to my normal working from home schedule. You're also wearing the wrong suit. Let me just fix that quickly. Change Atmos suit to this one, please. There you go. For some reason, this hasn't been applying properly to the new dupes. Yeah, there you go. I'll keep an eye out on that. I'm really hoping this cobalt helps to condense the steam a little bit. We will set up a proper tamer for this at some point, but I'm still not really sure what that's going to look like yet. What is the germ condition here? Oh, wait. This is not germy at all. I should probably just dig this out then. Already. There isn't really much heat capacity left in this clay. I mean, there's a little bit. You're pumping more water now. It's going down rapidly. This really needs like a hydro sensor on it, right? I do need to plug everything into all the transformers as well at some point, but I kind of want to get the main base done first. Right, let's tile these. So this isn't going to be super complicated. The main thing is, if I put the base here... So, these are going to be airflow tiles, right? We're then going to have the deodorizers in the liquid here. And then we need a gas pump. Now, this is only going to produce 105 grams per second on average. There is an argument to be made that we could just use a mini gas pump, but I think we would rather use a regular gas pump. So maybe what we do is we actually put the gas pump down here. This also erupts 344 grams per second when it's actually active. So we probably want 4 deodorizers. Right? Not sure. Either way, I want to make sure that this ladder shaft zone is clear. And I want a way to get in. I mean, this isn't Jeremy. It's not really an emergency if we leak out some of the gas while we're doing this. But I will need to actually get rid of all this hydrogen. The oxygen pressure is not great in this area. Hello, FRD dots. Stretch time. Stretch time. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're back to ONI. I'm kind of just bumming around at the moment. I'm not really hugely inspired at the moment, but there's stuff to do. We might as well do it. They've got lots of stuff queued up already anyways. I just want to get back into the flow of things today. I must admit, I've been playing the new Overwatch update a lot. I need to stop doing that. I did have a site visit today. Obviously, we just got back from holiday, but I've also been in the truck all day today anyways, so... yeah. But equally, I got up at like 5, so... yeah, we're fine. Hello, Redneck. Yeah, holidays are really good. Scotland was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Lovely weather, lovely quality time. We went all the way to the Isle of Skye. We basically did a loop around the coast. We went to Aberdeen. We went as far north as Inverness. We're saving John O'Groats for next time. Hey, Stickers Playground. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the recent Overwatch changes. I'm having a lot of fun exploring the stadium mode at the moment. I don't think it's going to keep my attention forever, but it's certainly got it at the moment. We have to shift gears back to ONI. It's still weird that we've actually just got this all full of naphtha. Well, it's not that weird, it's just unusual to me. Oh, right, you're going to have to build a ladder here for now, just to get through here. Let's set constructions back to priority 8. Yeah, we did a Balatro stream on Monday, when we actually got back first. We did the Yorick challenge. I'm going to make that into a YouTube video as well. I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to do that, because I think it was going to require a fair bit of editing. Because that was a long-ass challenge, but... I am enjoying doing those Balatro videos, but... I've only got a couple left that I want to do, and then I think I'm going to wait for the update. I think I've mostly explored what I wanted to in seeded runs now. What is going on with this wire? Not much. It's just actually overloaded. Yeah, I need to actually plug stuff into the spine at some point. So, right, let's see what's happened. So I plugged the... okay, I've plugged the steam turbines into the spine. At the moment, this red line is powering most of the items in the base. And what power generators is it actually connected to? Let's see. The natural gas. Yeah, because that's not really hooked up to anything at the moment. I should probably just plug everything into the spine. Even if just temporarily. All confused, still in the far I got to episode 40 yesterday. Nice. I mean, that's pretty close to the end. You're nearly there. Yeah, I've got a lot of YouTube things I want to do at the moment, and not a lot of time. So I'm not really sure what to do. Now, this is a question. 3 kilograms of 3 tons of fertilizer or 2 tons of gold amalgam? Obviously, we have more gold amalgam. We're using the fertilizer a fair bit. Let's take it, but it is at least a question. You can dig these out, that's fine. There are shove bowls on the loose. Need to find shove bowls. Thank you very much for your Prime, FRD Dot. Glad to see you return and using your Prime subscription. I love Switch Prime. It's one of the main reasons I have Amazon Prime these days. Right, this wire, right? Let's actually plug in the base into a wire. So I'm going to keep the transit tubes and the Atmos suits on their own wire. This one can go in here. And we're just going to hook this up to reasonable base consumers first. So, probably just feed it along like this. I'm watching a few series on Amazon, so that's why I have it, yeah. I mean, I've been watching Amazon series that I've watched. The Boys and Invincible. That's pretty much it. That's where I go for my non-Marvel, non-DC Comics superheroes stuff. So why does everyone call it DC Comics? It's Detective Comics. You're calling it Detective Comics. Also, who's a detective? I guess it's Batman. I guess Batman's the detective. It's like something I found out on the gas sites. Like, so the buildings where we house all the compressors, they're called compressor cabs. But cab stands for compressor acoustic building. So we're calling them compressor acoustic buildings. Which is mildly annoying. You watch those with your wife? Nice. I think it's a bit too gory for my wife. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for feeling that way. I think I will do for now. There's loads of things like that. Oh, I know. Such a pain. Right, I guess this is the point where we do this as well, right? We can just do this. If you go all the way over here, that's going to cause a breach as well, but I can just put a pneumatic door here and that should be fine. Do these have to be steel pneumatic doors to stop shut holes? No, any pneumatic door will do. Apparently there's still a breach. Wait, no way, they can get in here? They can get in here, they can get in here. Oh, that's just sad. Is this the point where I make, like, bunker tiles to keep them out? Can they go through bunker tiles? I'm gonna do this. Sod it. Weird flex. I'm gonna do these two as well, just because I think it looks cool. We have enough steel. It's fine. I learned the hard way they traveled that way too. Yeah. Obsidian insulator works too. Oh, yeah, because it can't dig through obsidian. Okay. That's what we'll do. That makes sense. Ah. I don't like coming back to this game after I've not played it a while. I play it religiously mostly because I feel like I would just sort of forget how to play it properly if I didn't play it religiously. And that would be a tragedy. I mean, that bit there will be fine. Poke shells, am I just letting you in here? I think I'm just letting you in here. Where is the oxygen? It's all venting at the bottom. I think eventually it's going to actually pressurize up the top, but it's going to take a while. Yeah, build those tiles, and then we can just seal off this room as well. Just going to keep on speed 2 today, I think. I can clear out all of these resources. Is there a reason for me to do this? Other than I like digging? That's a very good reason. This is actually the top level I'm aiming for anyways. That's convenient. Yeah, just do this. But yeah, videos I want to make. I want to make the Rhyme Revenge montage video. Because it's a playlist I talk about a lot. And frankly, I want to edit it. I know video editing takes ages. It's like, I'm in the mood to put it together. There is the rocket interiors video. I want to do another video on rocket interiors. We made some real progress on good designs in the previous run. And I want to actually do that. I want to make an updated Metal Volcano tamer video. Like, I'm not going to pretend that this design is super innovative, but I just want to do a short video talking about it because it's so convenient. Like, if we don't need to boil the liquids in here, it's just so convenient. Like, set and forget, never worry about it again. And I also want to talk about the maths behind it. That's the main reason I want to do that video. Not so much for the build, but because of the maths. I want to show how positive they can be. Where is this tube going? I guess it's going to go up here, right? So this would actually be a transit tube exit. And that's how we get into space. Yeah, do that. What are the other priorities in here? I'm going to prioritize all of this stuff in the base because I want to see it done. You don't need to prioritize everything else specifically. I also want to do the video on the Alveoveras because I never did that. Basically, I have a giant backlog of ONI videos I want to make now. Liquid uranium makes it even more efficient by that much? Not really. It doesn't make it more efficient. I just like it because it's a very conductive material for immediately solidifying the liquid metal. It's definitely not mandatory. But the fact that it won't ever boil and the liquid just immediately solidifies because of the liquid to liquid 625 times conductivity bonus, that's why I like to do it. That gives me confidence that even if I geotune it, the copper's not going to spill anywhere else. It's just going to immediately solidify on this tile. I'm kind of surprised this hasn't leaked yet. I should probably grab all this tungsten at some point, right? How high is this level? This level is slightly too high. And also, yeah, this is getting cooled, so I'm not worried about dumping this in the liquid, but yeah, let's actually... I'm going to set this back to priority 5. This doesn't need doing immediately. I will get you to dig this out. Remove these. Did we put the Weasewort in? Is that dealing with the slime lung? Where did we even put that? Here, okay. Well... You're still going in here. I think we're just going to have to plant the rest of them in here. I'm not really that concerned about them getting slime lung, but it just annoys me. Doesn't it risk forming a tile though? Mainly aluminium, it's a prime contender for doing that. Well, what's the tiling threshold for these metals again? Remind me. Oh no! The poke shell! The poke shell that was stuck in the hydrogen wall thing died. Okay. Well, that was expected. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, with the aluminium volcano, I've got it for the aluminium volcano as well, and it's been alright. The only issue is this has been dormant for a little while. These aren't turned on. Why aren't they turned on? Oh, because we set this to only trigger if it's above 140 degrees. That's fine. Right, I have plenty of errands. I don't really want to give the dupes more errands. Food's looking fine. Let's give people more skill points. Keep giving people building. That will help. You could have digging. Add hat. Add hat. Yeah, I'm conflicted about what to do. Yeah, build the freezers. If we can build the freezers today, like once the bedrooms are built, the freezers are built, the mess halls are built, the bathrooms are built, that will actually do, I think. These are all gonna be rec rooms. Oh, we're gonna have the kitchen in here. Yeah, we should do the kitchen. So the plan is mostly barbecue. And we'll probably do Paku with it, so we'll do barbecue and surf and turf. And I think what we'll do is we'll have 2 kitchens. Or, okay, maybe we'll just have 1 kitchen for now. How do I want to lay this out? I want to have grill, gas range. Is there anything else I want in here? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be doing any micro-bushes stuff. I don't think we're going to be doing any deep fryer stuff. They're 3 wide buildings. So what I could do is I could put a gas range. Put a gas range and a grill in each room. I could do that, and then I could have a rec room in here. No sludge for space. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to bother with... I think... Well, I don't think we're going to do a huge amount of space travel. I feel like maybe if we're going to do berry sludge, we do it on another planet. The thing is, I don't really need these big gaps, do I? I mean, this room's 15 wide, right? Okay, here's what we do. Let's unpause it. Just add a dehydrator when you need it. I've not used the buildings before. It's tempting. It's 3 wide. That also takes natural gas. But it causes a wet floor. So the room wouldn't look quite like this. I really don't like this building. Why would I use this building? Ever. Honestly, I think I'm just going to do 3 grills and 2 gas ranges and call it a day. I like that. I like how that looks. And then auto sweepers, we would have... Well, we probably have it like this, right? Don't make it out of steel. Something along these lines. Okay, to me, dehydration is a dupe. Killer had issues with it and ended up giving up. I know what they're trying to do. I just feel like it's not worth doing. I would either rather make space food or just have a normal kitchen. Because you've got to rehydrate on the other side as well. Like, there's a lot of debuffs to actually using a dehydrator and a rehydrator. It's nice that the rehydrator is a 1 wide building though, but... I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. Rehydrated food is only -1 morale. I mean, yeah. That's not too bad. Have I got anything going on for a kitchen down here at the moment? How am I doing for kitchen? Oh, right, it's a nature reserve. I'm going to have to think about that at some point. We'll pit plant another nature reserve. Yeah, we haven't really got anything else going on here. I don't think we are going to do anything else. Poke shells are inspecting all the construction works. Okay, we've got good news. The regular oxygen has been deleted in here somehow. This means I can actually set this room up properly now. So what we'll do is tile, 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 tile. These are going to be airflow tiles at the end, but we'll pour... If I pour salt water on them first and then replace them, is that a good plan? We could try it. I don't mind if there's a little bit of a leak. I do mind if the hydrogen ends up in the room. It's only a -1. It takes the same space in rockets as a fridge would. Yeah. That's a fair point. We could... Well, okay. I think we can do that. I think what we do is we leave this space free and we plan on testing it out later. But that's a very low priority. But it is something I want to try because I don't really want to grow berry sludge this time. Because we're going to be growing a lot of bristleberries anyways. I'd rather just have the Drecos eat all of them. I love how these bedrooms look. I'm really happy with this. I know they've got to run back and forth over them. But it's worth it. Trust me. That'll be on metal tiles anyways. There are still occasional natural gas pockets floating around. It seems like this vent isn't fully working. It's not. It's not because this pipe's backed up. So, I mean, first of all, we need to extend this. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut this off right now. Yeah, I'm just going to cut this off right now. I don't want this leaking more natural gas into the base. We'll fix that in a bit. So this gas pipe is going to come in here. I guess I'll just bridge it this way. We're going to try putting a dehydrator in the rockets and pumping the water directly into the pod whenever I actually get into space. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, that's the main issue with this vent plan, is if the pipe backs up, then it doesn't actually function properly. I think we perhaps, instead of doing this, we do a mechanical vent, a mechanical valve style thing. Buildings are broken. Oh! Oh, we broke those. Yeah, because we're pumping all the polluted oxygen here. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's fix this now then. We'll just fix this now. Release all the gas. Release this. And I'll figure out what to do. Is the dehydrator hydrator loop water neutral? I have no idea. It says there's a liquid intake pipe. Does it actually say how much liquid it takes in on the wiki page? On the database? That would be pretty handy, wouldn't it? No. Yeah, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? We got achievement. What we got? Pulling back the veil. Wow, that took a while. Right, so this needs a mechanical filter. So any polluted oxygen we vent, and any natural gas goes in here. So oh, you know what? Let's have it go over here past the vent, and then so bridge goes there. Then we put the valve in. So it tries to load it onto the bridge. If it succeeds... Okay, this gets cancelled. Yeah, there's no pipe there. If it succeeds, it goes in here. If it fails, it comes out this end. The build in ONI can be total chaos. Very true. That's a very good general rule, I would say. Putting it here is a little bit awkward because we've got this gas pipe down here. But I'm probably just going to move this gas pipe out of the way. That's the CO2 pipe. So this bridge is going to be the polluted oxygen. So that is going to get vented here. And the natural gas is going to come out here. Is there a reason I've done this like this? I don't know. Might as well build that now. Right. Let's just get this all done so we don't have to think about it again. Because it's going to be very annoying otherwise. And I'll get you to... just rebuild this. You know what? Make it out of steel. We have enough steel. It's fine. Go for it. We'll be on off stream jumping between you and Stinger like his meat base run. Nice. No worries. Can we add more Weezewarts? You haven't been prioritizing this. That's fine. Yeah, you're overpressure now because the steam isn't actually condensing. I think at this point what I need to do is actually dig these. Give it a bit more room. Something like this for now, I guess. Yikes. So, priority 9 this, priority 9 this. Like, this valve should be set to like 0.1 grams or something. And then... now we can send this pipe in here. This is very triggering. That should work. Just pay attention to this. So at the moment, that's polluted oxygen. So that needs to go... very scientific method here. Stay in there for now. Okay, so hook that up. Cancel this. The pipe needs to come out here. I put this in slightly the wrong place. It's fine. Do need to set the filter. Yep, they're on the way. They've set it. So, finish building this and then we'll be all set, I think. What's in the pod? God, has it really already been 3 cycles? Christ. Did I want any more dupes again? Probably not for now, right? Maybe later. Yeah, conveyor meters don't need it. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, grab the CO2. Show it who's boss. I do want to make a load of Atmo suits as well. How much reed fiber do we actually have? I need to reset this friggin' list. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that right now. So, Primo Garb, Sniper suits, yes. Atmo suits, yes. Coal, salt, lime, refined carbon. Don't think I really care about the eggs. I wonder if we're going to get the next level of Shinebug. We were already on level 4 just from the random kitchen shenanigans. Probably not, right? The clay, I don't think we care about. Sand. We don't care about sand because we got 914 tons of it. Normally I would care about sand, but we'll be alright this run. The curse of living in an ocean biome. Microchips I don't really care about. Liquid naphtha, I guess. Kind of care about that, but not enough to put on the list. Metal ore. We have a lot of metal ore. I'm probably not going to overly worry about that. Maybe uranium ore can go on there. Abyssalite, yes. Sulfur, yes. Not at the moment needed, but that's worth noting. Algae, I'll put there. I don't think we care about any of these. The other thing is, I'm still using that mod that lets me actually filter the list once I've set them on here. The issue is, I clicked this thinking it was going to close all the menus, and it just deleted the entire list, which is why we're redoing this. I think I do care about all of those. Bleach stone I care about. I think that will do. Alright, what's the point of this again? Clothes. With 2 ammo suits. So let's make like 18 ammo suits. Let's just make 20 ammo suits. That's fine. The Drecos are still doing fine. I'm pretty happy with how the Drecos are now. I noticed that mod was also picking up clicks behind all the windows too. Oh, okay. Weird. Right, you look done now, so let's check that you're working properly now. So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and then this goes here. Right? And now everything breaks. No, that seems to be working properly. No matter what, polluted oxygen shouldn't end up on this line. If this line gets blocked, what will end up happening is natural gas will end up going in here. So I think what I'll do... That means it's going to vent the natural gas if the line gets backed up. Yeah. Right, what do I do about that then? Honestly, I might just leave it for now. We're not consuming that much natural gas. We'll be fine. I'll fix that in a bit. Yeah, food seems fine. Let's speed up a little bit. So the food, what I want is I want a loader in the middle where all of the food is going to be taken to the freezers. So that can go here. So the cooked food is going to end up in this one. I'm going to have a chute here. Both sweepers to reach this whole 3-wide column. So raw food is going to get dumped over here. Then there's room for the dehydrator, and then we can, yeah, plug it in there. So the cooled food, what we're going to do is we're going to cool down this metal block. There's going to be vacuum in here. And what we'll do is, we have a lot of wolframite. I'm going to make some of this rail out of iron. And then this bit here where it's conductive. I guess I'll make it out of steel. That's fine. So that's going to run through there. I'm very tempted to send the food in little packets. I think we do that and then cool it down as quickly as possible. That will be much more conductive. That's a key lesson I've learned from this whole bit. Don't mind this. Right, conveyor meter. That could go here. I'll set that to a very small amount, and we'll make sure that it's sort of like fractional kilograms of food. Or however much a sensible amount is. What is the minimum amount we can actually set on the meter? I'll play around with that somewhere else. We've got this one set to, like, exact values of grams. So we can send through grams of stuff at a time. So that should be fine. Can you also prioritize this? 1G worked for Regolith? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. I would like to at least get this built today. As well as everything that we're doing down here. You can sweep this up as well. I also want to get the sieves working. So, if I want to fill this with liquid, you can set the meter very low, but 1 kilogram might be a nice balance between cooling speed and rail capacity. The thing is, 1 kilogram of food is a lot of food, right? This is the polluted water line, by the way. So I guess for now, I will just send this up here, and then I will bridge it on here. If I just do it like this... That won't cause any issues, right? In fact, if I do it like that, it should always prioritize the bathroom loop, so maybe we just do it like that. And leave it like that. I'm happy with that. I mean, you're nearly done on this. Let's actually prioritize this as well. I want to see this work. It depends on the food. It's when you get multiple jobs worth of food that it takes ages to cool. Yeah, exactly. Like, spindly grub fruits give very little calories per kilogram, but stuff like Frostburger gives a lot. If you get multiple jobs worth of food, it takes ages to cool, yeah. Yeah, because we need to make sure that the throughput of the freezer is enough to cool it down without it going off on the queue. And I think what we'll do is we'll have to set up the sensor again, won't we? So it will detect when the food is cold enough, and then it'll activate. So what I did is I had a conveyor rail sensor somewhere. I could put that stuff in here, right? So if I have a conveyor rail thermosensor, and then the shutoff doesn't produce heat. So I can just shove this in a freezer. In a vacuum freezer, and that won't cause any issues. So where would the best place be to put it? This is going to be a vacuum, so it's not going to be conductive. Looks like every cooked food is 1 kilogram per job. Yeah, every cooked food. Do I have any DLC activated? I have all the DLC activated. We're not doing anything with the Bionic Booster Pack at the moment. But Frosty Planet Pack stuff has been coming out of the printer pod occasionally. We just did some runs where we tested the Frosty Planet Pack and Bionic Booster Pack stuff a lot, so we're doing a normal-ish run again. But the main plan is we're going to set up some kind of crazy sour gas boiling scheme later on, but that's neither here nor there. That's gonna be a long time in the future, I think. So if I want this to activate if it's cool enough. So I think what I do then is I just split it. It's going to dump half the food in this freezer. Then a quarter in this one, then a quarter in that one. I think that's fine. There's definitely a way to set this up so it distributes it evenly. If I have another 50-50 here, what I could do is I could do something like... Hold on. I could do something like this, where half of it goes in here, and then half of it comes out here. So it's a quarter, a quarter, a quarter, and then the other quarter gets recirculated in. But that seems very silly. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it anyways. Whatever. That's gonna break this, obviously. Remember, you also need to loop the fool that isn't cool enough. Yes. So that needs to go somewhere. Yeah. It's alright, I hadn't forgotten that bit. I'm going to leave it like this for now. And then the food that hasn't cooled enough is going to run back in here. And then what I'll do is we'll prioritize food in the loop like this. There you go. That will do for now, I think. That looks butt ugly. Can I move this up one? And then we can fit like an ice sculpture in here. Priorities. The freezer must have an ice sculpture. Yeah, I can go there. And then the sensor can go... Oh, we can't put the sensor in because it has to go here. Hold on. I can figure this out. Got a plan. A cunning plan. Dude, can you just let me cancel this? Right, so the conveyor bridge goes here. So, oh no, the sensor needs to go there. The sensor needs to go there. Hold on. This is tomfoolery. It's got to plug in here. And then what it needs to do is actually needs to run past that, so maybe it needs to go the other way. Maybe I'm trying to do too much here. Because I obviously can't do a... Wait, does that actually work? If I have a conveyor bridge exit onto a sensor, does that work? And then if I wanted to loop, I would just send it back through here. This feels very extra. Okay, so now I can actually just loop it back the other way. Maybe I do something slightly different here, where instead I send it down here. It will detect that it's not cool enough, so it will send it back through the freezer. And then we loop it like this. Yeah, that's way easier. That's how it should have been originally. Yeah. And then that will loop it through here, and then it'll just get dumped in these rooms. Yep. Lit workspace and 20 skill will make it plus 115 speed, which would be 43 grams per cooking station. Very interesting. Yeah, so base 50 seconds cook time. What about with 40 skill then? I mean, that would be 215%, right? So that would be 63 grams per second. So if we set this to 0.315, that should definitely keep up with the pace of this room, no matter what. Running the food back through the liquid locks. That's true. That needs to change. The slight flaw. Yeah, because we're doing little packets of food, it needs to not actually do any of that. Alright, I've got a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. Right, so that's not actually going to connect on here. This is going to come down here. Yeah. No. What was the plan with that one? That one, I think, can be a little bit different. I think, actually, what I need to do is... This is a very harebrained scheme, if I've ever seen one. Button. Okay, I think that works. You often end up running out of food and water and only by taking too long enjoying the game. Yeah, I tend to run out of food because I'm prioritizing doing everything else. I mean, we don't actually run out of food, but I let it dwindle a bit lower than I should. There's also only splitting each food into 4 packets. Yeah, that's true. I guess the goal is to spawn max dupe on free resources. You might as well have the most you'll need. Yeah, I mean, that's good to know. I think I might set it for a bit lower. I think I might set it for like 0.15 just to start. And we'll go from there. Right, this, I believe, should work. That's not a huge priority to actually get built. but I believe that will work. And then we'll plug that in. Here, I guess. You know what? Just plug it into that one. It's fine. Actually, no, don't plug it into that one. I don't want the transit tubes connected to it. I think I'll do. Anyways, we pontificated enough. We've earned a loot box. Let's have a look. Gloves, amazing. I love them. Right, let me just do the blind, and then we'll go have a look at the polluted oxygen vent again. There we go. I do like that this base is looking different than the previous runs we've done, for sure. So what we want to do, this is going to be the usual tricks. So we have airflow tiles, water, and deodorizers. Do we have... I think we have mesh tiles here with the water in them. And then the deodorizers are on top. Yeah, so we'll just dump a little bit of water in here. We'll dump a little bit of salt water in here. If we dump enough salt water in here, then even if some leaks in here, it's not the end of the world. I guess if calorie throughput is also a consideration. But bedrooms are a banger, time well spent. I know, right? They look amazing. These are absolutely the best looking bedrooms I've ever seen. Yeah, this run is not a sprint. It's a marathon. This is the run where we're just going to hang out and play ONI. In between me doing videos and other bits. And eventually it will get to the point where we start doing the crazy stuff. But that might take a while. Let's deliver the Atmos suits. Oh, wait. I've disabled these, so that is fine. Let's deliver the Atmos suits. Oh, wait, I need more than 20 Atmos suits. I need 40. I mean, eventually I'm going to remove the other Atmos suits, right? It's probably fine. How's this looking? Okay, we're currently feeding the thimble reed with the polluted water. I think that's fine. I probably want to plug this one up here, right? As well. So... I think this is just going to come here for now. So that is going to plug in here. But it's going to plug in... It's going to plug in up here like this. So it always prioritizes the bathroom water. Maybe it's not a consideration. 0.315 kilograms per second is 756,000 kilocalories per cycle of barbecue. Yeah. No rushed hydrogen-cooled sour gas boiler. Lol. Yeah, no, I'm not rushing anything on this run. Not that I think I would ever stop playing this game, but I'm going to play this run as if it's my last ONI run. Like, I do not want to, like, stop this run for any reason. We will occasionally pause it and do challenges, but for any long-term ONI stuff, I want it to be this run. Oh, I need to disable this one for sure. Hold on. Yeah, do that one. Fluid intake. All right. You twisted my arm. I've got an innocent smoothie I forgot to drink on the way to site today. It's pineapples, bananas, and coconut one. Alright, do you guys want to play the smoothie game? The smoothie game is very simple. You guys have to guess how much apple is in this smoothie that does not mention apples in its name. It mentions It doesn't mention fucking pike apples. It mentions pineapples. I'm not having a pike apple smoothie. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Actually, no, the sieve isn't running. Why isn't the sieve running? You build the wire? No. Okay. So yeah, bearing in mind that it's advertised as pineapple, banana, and coconut. The ingredients list. 39% pineapple, 37% banana. So that's better than usual. 1 pressed apple, half of a squeezed orange, 3.3% coconut milk. So we know that at least 79% of this smoothie is not apple. So I'm going to guess somewhere around 15%. Because in the UK, we love putting apple juice and stuff. Because we can actually grow apples. I don't mind apple juice at all. I just get a little bit annoyed when I buy something thinking it's not predominantly apple juice. 1% bananas is already too much. It takes over everything else. Yeah, it does taste very banana-y. I like it, though. I like banana. There's also a difference between banana flavor and actual bananas. Like, I like the banana smoothies, but I also like banana-flavored stuff. I get to taste both the Gros Michel and the Cavendish banana flavor. Because the real bananas are the Cavendish bananas. Or the ones that we have in this day and age. Because the Gros Michel banana went extinct. But the flavorings usually taste of the Gros Michel because they were invented back before it went extinct. And there may be some flavorings that taste more like the new bananas, but I don't think they really prioritize that. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Did they ever invent new banana flavors to match the new banana plants that we actually grow? This thimbleweed needs to go here. I wanted to have 2 independent bathrooms in case something goes wrong. Banana juice is bunkers, but with other stuff, I'd rather keep them alone. With all the new plants, juices should get new recipes. Yeah, that's true. They should add a pineapple smoothie, indeed. Yeah, prioritize this. I want to see that work. I also want you to prioritize the pipe. Go ahead and do that. All skill points. The Transition can have tidying. Squilliam can have tidying. Lottery can have mechatronics. That's nice. Frankie can have digging. Bubbles digging. Ashcan digging. Oh, Ashcan should have had exosuits. Flying for Bert. Carrie can have, I guess, tidying. The juice could use a total rework. It's basically the worst recreational building currently. I don't know. Yeah, if they gave it different recipes, did different things, that'd be fun. Usually needs way too much stuff for what it gives. Yeah, maybe what they should do is instead of having one flavor that gives you a boost and requires all the different ingredients, have different flavors that use different ingredients. And have them give separate, smaller buffs. I don't know. I mean, it's not that high on my list of things that I want adding to the game. It's only +1 strength. No, it's better than that. Hold on. It's +4 morale and +1 strength. But yeah, they should have other smoothie types that give you different bonuses. And they could make it a kitchen building instead of a they can make it a kitchen building instead of a recreational building. Maybe. I think a spice grinder gives more strength. Yeah, probably. You do still all have access in here. I opened this up temporarily because, like, even though I don't think I permanently want a base exit here, I did want to have a temporary exit for while they're building everything. Because this is actually way closer to where the dupe space is than this bit. That's how they're actually going in. Another 3 cycles have passed. We don't need more food. Don't want any allergic dupes. Starry-eyed, I'm not really that concerned. Plus 10 morale is pretty good. But you would only want that on like an orbital data researcher, right? Unless you've got maybe a pilot. I'm just gonna print the barbecue, whatever. Actually, hold on. Don't I need a second chef? Yeah, I need a second chef. Really, I need 5 chefs in the end, right? Yeah, we're gonna print Quinn. Quinn's good enough. I don't like he's got a decreased stakeholder morale bonus, but I'd rather just have a second chef at this point. The priorities, Quinn can grill. I just want to grill. There you go. I'm quite surprised it's taking this long for us to get a Quinn. Yeah, we really let the random natural gas just show up, didn't we? Boo. Yeah, you're not really venting anymore, are you? I'm going to have to actually tame this at some point, otherwise we're going to run out of water. At least you're running again now. Didn't reuse the spice grinder required refined iron for the strength buff. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I've removed the room bonus. Oh no. I think we determined it didn't matter, right? More slime like hanging around in here now. Oh god. Well, no one's got slime lung yet. Perhaps we've just been exaggerating about all of this. Juice was super expensive to run. Last less than a cycle is mutually exclusive with the better drinks. Oh right, that's true. The buff gets cancelled out by other drink buffs and vice versa. Yeah, that's not good. It's kind of like how in Stardew Valley, like there are other drinks, but you'd only ever drink coffee because you just want the max speed boost. So it's not very interesting from a gameplay point of view. Right, salt water goes in here. Catalina is stressed. I wonder why Catalina is stressed. Well, you're currently on the phone. Morale is low. Yeah, maybe you just need to eat some decent food. Salt water. Yeah, you can dump that in there, whatever. Build the mesh tiles. Oh, once we build the mesh tiles, we're going to have to actually... How are we going to replace this one? If we were going to replace them once we cover them with liquids, I think what we would have to do is... You know what? Let's just pour the liquid in there first, and then replace the tiles. Some of the liquid will get let through down into here, but if we pour enough liquid in here, it shouldn't all spill down there immediately. You'll need it up a little bit more than that. You've got a few different bottles around here, though. It'll be fine. One serving of the juicer is 1,400 calories worth of food. Yeah, that's a nice smoothie. I like it. It's my favorite one, I think. Right, let's actually set the Atmosuit dock to more suits. You have been making these pretty diligently, but I'm going to get you to buff it up to 30. Seems good. How's the natural gas power going? I presume fine, because we haven't cut off all the power supply. But no, we need to actually plug the gas in. So the natural gas... Wait.
Thanks for the raid.
Where's this one going? Hello, Carrie, actually. Hope you're doing alright. How have you been? Have you been playing ONI recently? Let me give you a shout out. This is my first stream back from holiday. So I'm getting back into the swing of things a little bit. Mostly just trying to wean myself off of Overwatch at the moment. You got super sustainable today? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, this pipe needs to be connected. I think I just removed that pipe, right? So that needs to go in here. Yeah, that should be fine then. Yeah, just build that pipe. How does this stuff all be getting powered in the meantime then, guys? What have you been doing? Oh, there's coal generators as well, and we've had coal. Okay, that's fair. I'll allow that one. Yeah, we're just kind of bumming around today. I mean, we had a lot of construction errands queued up. We've been thinking about a few different things. But the dupes are going to be a while building stuff. I'm really not in a rush, to be honest. What is all this stuff? Get it out of here. Did we actually plug this in? We did, but this isn't running. Wait, what did I do down here? So these are the intakes. Yeah, outputs are plugged in there. Outputs are plugged in. Wait. Wait. No, this isn't right. This isn't right. This is completely the wrong way around. This needs to go in here. Ah. Balls, balls, balls. That's fine. Let's have a look at this. How did you get super sustainable? Did you use plug slugs? That's how I did it. We did that on YouTube. Plug slugs, starvation ranch. Actually, I think we were just feeding the plug slugs loads and loads of metal ore from the map. And then we were using all of the hydrogen from them to run stuff. Use my tamer for the hydrogen vents. Nice. Amazing. I'll have to have a look at that later. Yeah, this is supposed to be the clean water, guys. I don't know why I'm saying guys. This is totally my fault. So, this needs to go here. Then the bathroom water needs to plug in here. Bathroom water needs to plug in first. So this goes here, this one goes here. Cut that out. And then that should be fine. So what I'll do for now is I will plug this in here. Disconnect this. I will priority 9 you, just so that I don't forget about you. And then we'll go from there. Catalina, you need to get some actual morale, so I'm putting you on the timeout. Wait, Ari's been on the schedule the whole time? Oh my god. Ari has been napping on the job. Who's suffocating? Who is suffocating? Quinn is suffocating. That makes sense. You're chasing random oxygen blobs. Wow, this is kind of sketchy down here now. We've accumulated a large amount of carbon dioxide. Oh yeah, that was why we were digging out the map. That's not the worst idea in the world, is it? Was there anything I actually wanted to Was there anything I actually wanted to protect down here? Probably not. I know we can just skim all of this, but like, I want to clear the area out as well. So, have that. I don't think there's anything we actually care about down here now. I think we're mostly just done. I think it's... I was restricting access. Is that even relevant anymore? Well, it kind of is. I think the way around that is I don't do this one. And then I dig this out so you can't actually get through here. Right, let's priority 9 these digs. Because then you have to leave that way. Oh wait, you can still get up this way. Well, not if I cancel this ladder. Yeah, do that, and then we can release all this polluted oxygen as well. Like, this is all breathable air. Sure, I'm going to screw up something related to that. This is why I'm not thinking about anything too high intensity today. I would like if you actually dumped salt water in here. Let's let you do that. This should be for Turner here. I think. Wait. How many beds do we have now? Oh, we're actually putting people in these beds. That's true. I should probably do that at some point. I think it's the named dupes we're going to go in these beds first. I think it's fair enough. There you go. Enjoy. Yeah, deliver some more suits here. How's this looking? Yes. We've swapped... I can't believe Ari has just been asleep the whole time because I forgot to take him off the schedule. There's got to be a metaphor in there somewhere. Right, Steve. Are you just collecting all the random bottles? Is that what's going on? Also, let's keep giving people Primo Garb, because I suspect there's a few people who don't have it at this point. Yeah, there's quite a few. May is getting the snazzy red suit. What? No? Quinn's getting the snazzy red suit. It's gotta be Quinn. And then the other one is here. I can go to May. Then this one can go to Ren. And then, yeah, make another snazzy suit. Sure. I think I wanted to slightly increase the amount of dupes I had so that we could eat the fertilized lettuce without it going off. How's Long Commute's doing? Long Commute's is not doing well. To be fair, they've got a lot of extra breathing they're doing at the moment, which is not very helpful. Yeah, that's fine. Dig all of this. Perfectly safe working conditions here, right, guys? Breathe in random farts every now and then, and you'll be fine. Oh, I guess you've got to get all the bleach stone out as well. That's probably why we, that. You're out of power. That's not an issue, though. This is still getting up the temperature. Oh, the volcano's dormant? Yeah, that's why it's out of power. That makes sense. Wash ash can. Was ash can gasping for breath while in an ammo suit? I don't think so. How many poke shells we got in here now? We got 14. We got 4 pinch rows. No, we have 14 regular ones and 3 elderly ones. Interesting. We have a large number of poke shell mods that we haven't really been connecting. That's fine. Suits could escape over the top of the docks. Yes. There you go. Really, what I should be doing is I should be putting the suits just in the volcano room. I mean, I guess realistically now... Oh, they can go around or delete as well. Can they? No, that's a separate path. I wasn't paying attention down here. We may have swallowed the gold volcano. Yeah, okay. And we knew about all this steam. What was even the plan with this? I strongly suspect there wasn't a plan. This is too much water. What do I do now? Do I just get you to dig out the uranium? I mean, I'm gonna want you to dig out the uranium eventually. I mean, if you dig through some of this stuff, I don't think you can reach all of that, though. That should help. And then... we dig this out here as well. All the ice melted. That's probably partly what caused it. Oh, we got this hydrogen vent as well. Right. I'm digging this one up and analyzing it because it's underwater. So it shouldn't actually erupt. Maybe that was the plan all along. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the water up there. That wouldn't help either, would it? I think you're probably going to need to drain this off. So, let's look at this as well. We'll see. We aren't really running out of gold, so I'm not that concerned. I think there is one guy running around with a suit on. As you said earlier. I guess I'll see later what's going on with that. Okay, you've dumped enough salt water here. So what I will do is... source it in the dining hall. Which one? This one. Hooray. Equip suits. Good stuff. Yeah, now I think you're pretty blocked off. That should be fine. Okay, you don't need to dump it here anymore, I think. That should be fine. So, I'm going to replace this one first. I'm going to yellow alert this just because it's going to annoy me if I leave it any longer. I will make this one iron. If we do that, there's enough polluted oxygen here. I don't think it's going to let any oxygen through if we do this. It'll let some of the salt water through, I think. We're still building all these suit docks? That's good. Picklereed's growing. This one is also growing now. That's good. Right, let's see what happens here. That is fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I need to do this one now as well. And then I need to let the CO2 out of here, but I could do that by just tiling it. So that could be pretty nice. And then we could set up the deodorizers in here and get this working for us rather than against us. Hello, Amari. You're looking rather spiffy today. Speedy uppy. I love the Drecklet balloons are just constantly teasing us about the lack of massive Drecklet ranches. Oh, you've already done this? Oh, okay, that's fine then. Do this one as well. I guess you don't need to be priority 9. I'm pretty happy with this setup. Just leaking some of the water in here. I think it has to be a fairly large amount of water to prevent the gas from leaking out, but it's not too bad. When are you gonna do this one? Max is on the way now. Good. You're still gonna erupt for another 40 cycles, so I do want to get you working sooner rather than later. I really don't think this is gonna require much taming. I think it's literally just gonna be the deodorizers on top, and then we just let it vent into the open air, and then we just run a coolant pipe in the base, and it will be fine. Like, yes, it's 500 degrees, but polluted oxygen has a heat capacity of 1, and it's only an average throughput of 0.105 kilograms per second. So the average heat capacity of that is actually about 50 kDTUs of heat per second, which is easily coolable. There we go. That's all good. So now all I need to do is put the mesh tiles here. And then the deodorizers can go here. And then we're crack-a-lacking. And this... So this would erupt. And if we had 3 deodorizers here, it would put an extra 44.1 grams per second for about 300 seconds. So 44 times 300 is... 44 times 0.3 is 13.2. So 13.2 kilograms. We could easily store 30.2 kilograms of gas in here. So we should be fine. Because this is going to take off 300 grams per second. Yeah. And then we'll be fine. And then it will make a load of clay as well. From all the endless sand that we have. That's great. So now that could go in the wire here. And now I want to priority 9 this. Means if we go... Where else is the wire going? It's these bits. There's also no power in the actual spine at the moment because none of these are friggin' connected up. So that means we need to actually priority 9 the spine as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just do that, and then we'll be good. And obviously we can get someone to deliver stuff here if we really feel like it, but I don't really at the moment. I guess it's going to take quite a while to source all the materials, isn't it? No, don't build a random wire here. Okay, you do need to prioritize this because we can't just run on the coal forever. How does the P oxygen get out of the vent room? Oh, that's the neat trick. So, the whole point of this build is the deodorizer pulls in polluted oxygen from this tile. So the oxygen gets pulled in from this airflow tile here. The airflow tile is holding the liquid up here. So it passes through the liquid lock, and then the oxygen gets dumped out onto the actual base. very simple and very effective way of controlling gases for deodorizers. But obviously then you need to stop the room from overpressurizing, but that's why we built 3 of them. 3 should be enough to stop it from overpressurizing. It's gonna fill and empty as it goes. That's fine. We got another flock spawn. You know what? We take cook number 3. I want to make sure we have plenty of cooks, and we're starting to move dupes out of the other base. We're gonna take them at some point. We might as well take them now. Wow, you're really skilled up, Amari. Right. You can have cooking, and then maybe a bit of doctoring and digging. There you go. I will reorganize the schedules in a bit. Catalina can come off that schedule and go onto this schedule. She gets to come off break. Yeah, I guess it's going to take them a little bit of time to do all this. I mean, the other question is where I want the transit tube to go eventually. I have no idea. Because none of this is going to stay here forever. So I think the transit tube we literally just set up whenever we feel like it. Okay, I see a problem with this. Right, first of all, let's check this. Where are the germs? Germs are all dead over here. So, deconstruct. Deconstruct. I'll leave that one there for now. Exactly was the plan here. We just have slime like everywhere now. I'm not exactly surprised. Thing is, people are coming in here to get this stuff. Oh, the liquid lock broke? Wait, the liquid lock broke? How? That's not very cash money. We just walk back in here. Oh, right. Okay. There's clearly some shenanigans going on here now. That will have to do, I think. I don't know. All this bodging has to stop at some point, but not today. Grabbing all the metal. That's good. Do indeed want you to connect up everything. It would be even better if you could actually connect up this wire so the door wouldn't take so long to open and shut. Right. Did I muck up access down here again? I don't think I did. There is a suit missing. I reckon he's gone down here to grab something. Yeah, look, he's analyzing the vent. He's almost done. This guy is color coordinated pretty well with the hydrogen vent. I like to see it. What say you, Liam? Fairly unremarkable vent. That's fine. I will priority 9 this stuff as well. Just want the water level to dip a little bit. Right, let's actually... I'm gonna go to the loo quickly and I'll be right back. So, don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, we're back. Anything interesting happen? Looks like they're still kind of getting everything ready. They're just getting all the metal in place. Oh wait, I'm not here. I'm not there. We're fine. I don't really need them to do any more research in the meantime, do I? You could go to Lindsay. I actually need one more again. That's fine. Hatches are doing completely fine. We got the. I love how we just got temporary bins for all of the critters until we decide where we want to put the ranches. We really are in sort of just incrementally get stuff done slowly mode here. Right, you're running. Except you don't have any gas because I unplugged this, right? Yeah, the vent needs to go here now. So disconnect this, move this. So now you should run again. Then all the polluted oxygen should get vented and all the natural gas should go in here. It's going to prioritize filling up the gas range, which I think is correct, and then it will go into the plants. I think that's fine. And by the plants, I mean the generators, not the actual plants. Confusing terminology, much. Right, and then this gets disconnected. This gets reconnected. And now, I think they could use these bathrooms once the sieves run. So we just need to get the power going, and then we can start using these bathrooms. And then we can gradually sort of migrate people over. Still building those wires. I guess it's taking a while for them to grab all the metal, right? I should set up a storage bin for metal. That would be a good idea. I've still got stuff in here. Just random stuff though. Not really what we're looking for. I could just actually dedicate this one to like refine metal, right? How about just copper, because we're building everything out of copper. And then they can just dump it there and lug it from there instead of wherever the volcano is. Where is the volcano? I mean, this is the aluminium volcano. Wrong volcano. Please tell me you're not delivering one segment at a time. Wait a minute. I've discovered a flaw with this plan. I'm worried that they're picking up individual lumps of metal off of the conveyor. Why are you picking up 4 kilograms of metal at a time? That's an oddly specific amount. That's the problem. Ran into mine while grabbing it from the air as it fell out the vent. Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, that needs to be sorted. I mean, this sounds like something we could do with another meter, right? We could literally just hook up a conveyor meter, and then when it detects that it's got 100 kilograms, it lets it through. I think that's what we'd do. That's like a big yikes if it's been happening so far a lot. Yeah, that needs to change immediately. But that would go in here. A meter will let smaller packets through. Oh. No, but I mean... What do I want then? Conveyor meters let an exact amount of materials pass through before shutting off. Oh, right. It's the wrong way round. They'll let the materials pass until the threshold is reached. I mean, I could just have it on a loop, and then when it reaches the threshold, it turns off, and then the material goes past the conveyor. Have it recirculate on the meter until then. Need to let the packets combine in the world. Drop into inaccessible door, have door open once in a while. Went with the door and pressure plate option. Packets won't combine on rails. That's very true. Yeah. Okay, stop all of that then. That is slightly awkward. So does that mean the metal has to actually be inaccessible the whole bit while it's dropping? Because I could do that. I could put... Or is it perhaps a case where I just have it drop immediately onto the tile? Would this actually solve the issue or not? Do the chute left one, put a pressure plate under it and a door to the right. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm really glad we spotted this now. Before I did the video on this. Yeah, you're gonna need to do this immediately, mates. That means I'm gonna have to do it for all of these bits. Right, wave plate goes here. And then we need... Well, I mean, to be fair, I've never done it before this way. I didn't even realize this was going to be an issue. Right, so that goes there. Then we put the weight plate here. Then that opens like that. And I'm going to have to figure out where else to position the other stuff. But that's probably fine. At least they're being very quick about building this bit. Right, so set you to 100 kilograms. Maybe set you to 1,000 kilograms. Now we have water in here. Weird. The other issue I found with the system is when it goes dormant, there's enough heat to keep the meter running, so you end up with a backlog that'll never clear. Ah. I mean, it doesn't look like I have a backlog in here, but... To be fair, that's because I'm setting the steam turbines to only go off if it's about 140 degrees. So I think there's still some residual heat in here, even after it stops. Okay, we'll give that a try. That should speed things up, hopefully. And then I'll have to do that for all of the other volcanoes, so I guess we will do that today. Cool. Right. Volcano number 2 next. So you're dumping over here. So this seems like a fairly straightforward case. In fact... I feel like this one isn't a problem. Because the metal is spawning immediately. Is it actually a problem if the metal isn't dropping? It's only an issue when you run out of it. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, right. So if you've taken all the metal out of the room. Not quite sure I get that at the moment. But I feel like if it's just dropping onto one tile, they're not gonna pick it up during this period at the moment, are they? RNG's just giving you the rough on the return, only gloves. Yeah, we've only got gloves today. It's alright, I got like 3 legendaries from Overwatch loot boxes today. And I played 1 match. There's a Discord quest where you can get 5 free loot boxes in Overwatch at the moment. I didn't realize Discord quests were a thing until someone posted about it on Reddit. Yeah, I used it for my luck. I'll tell you what, I think I would rather use my luck on Overwatch loot boxes than ONI loot boxes. I can cope without ONI loot. Well, I can cope without this game's loot as well. Cope without Overwatch loot as well, but you know what I mean. There's 6 tons of metal there. It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I see. Yeah. So, it won't be too bad unless I run out. And then I need to go add more. This one's dormant, so I probably should actually add a similar setup for this. That should be fine. Then that can be set to the same settings. When there's no tile in this. Yeah, when there's no iron on the tile, each packet dropping each packet dropping will spawn a job. Yes. Okay, let's do this for all of them then. Because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna just not think about it. So let's do the same here. Yeah, this seems fine. And then this one, let's set this to 1,000 as well. I'll probably eventually plug other wires into it. Environment looks toxic with all the fluid. Yeah, it does look a bit toxic. It's alright though. It's mostly good. And the dupes have suits for wherever they're going as well, so it's not that much of an issue. At a central storage system, so we use the sweeper to load things into the main conveyor bus, 20 kilograms at a time. That's interesting. A very interesting idea. Oh. Oh, I've realized the flaw with this plan. I'm gonna have to rebuild this because there was already a load of debris on that tile. Also, I'm kind of sorry, guys. I think the fact that I've done like a 12-hour day is catching up to me now. I think I actually need to log off soon because I am not feeling very sociable anymore. I'll print some more coal. We'll get these volcano fixed and then we'll log off because, like, yeah, we're fine. There's not too much else that I wanted to do today. I just wanted to say hi, really. Right, okay. Fix this again. I will be better at streaming next week. But this week has been, well. Things will go back to normal for me after next week. My schedule has been kind of all over the place this week. Also, when I came back from holiday, like, the frogs have been fine, but, like, the tank itself, like, the heater and the timer broke for the light. So I've had to replace both of those and make sure they're all working. And that's why I haven't got around to sorting this tank out yet. That's what I actually need to do next. I've been putting it off for way too long. They've been okay, but, like, I'm feeling guilty about it. Oh, hold on. I see what's going on. Just open this up so you can close this quickly. Hope you do well, Carmike. How are you? I've seen you been streaming Sphere program. Any luck getting more frames? Wait, what's going on here? Okay, you built the wire now. You built the wire, but it's all out of power. The aluminium volcano is dormant. Was this the only power source for the spine? Really? So it was working, and then we... Yeah, it was working, and then we depowered it because the volcanoes aren't working. Okay, great. Good stuff. Right. What else are we going to plug in then? Right, I think we actually should make some hydrogen generators and plug them over here at some point. Right? So each hydrogen generator is 800 watts. So if I'm tuning them, how much hydrogen have we got here again? Eventually, if I geotune this, it's going to be 180 grams per second, which is just about 2. So let's put in 2 sets of transformers. And I'll put in 1 battery. Heavy watt conductive wire. That could go in here. Then the power wires can go here. And then this will want to be a room. Man. I need sleep. Do I have a large bed, rest, recreational area, clean oxygen? Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty messy run. We have some much less messy runs on YouTube. We've set up the main base down here at the moment. We are generating clean oxygen with this SPOM over here. So that's all clean oxygen that's going in the pipes. We're already using a little bit of it at the moment. But I've set up an intermediate base here around the printing pod. But we're actually moving everything up here because eventually I'm planning on building a big machine down here because there's a load more empty space down here. And I don't need all of that empty space for the actual base. So we're kind of still in an awkward sort of transitional phase at the moment. I think I will shove more power plants in here. So if we go down to this hydrogen vent, this is 114. So in total, that is about 4 hydrogen generators worth if it's geotuned. So I will build room for 4 hydrogen generators and we'll just put them all there, I think. I think that makes the most sense, right? So 1... And maybe this is the actual power control station where we actually make all the chips. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So 1, 2, 3... Remove this. Power control station goes in here. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do, actually. It doesn't need to be huge. Maybe I'll do something else with this a little bit. And then I'll put in some more transformers over here. And then each one of these conductive wires is going to lead to 1 hydrogen generator, because eventually they are going to be tuned up with microchips. It'll look sort of like this. I like how there's a poke shell living in a steam turbine room. There's poke shells living everywhere. It's just chaos. The poke shells have taken over. At least the dupes seem happy enough for now. There you go. And I'm leaving two tar gaps intentionally here, just in case we want to snake some wires in later. Oh, wait. do this. Right, and then I want to automate all of these off of this smart battery. I do actually want to automate stuff off of these smart batteries eventually. So this is how we'll do it. And we'll just set that so the hydrogen power for the base kicks in that's below a certain level. It thinks it's hot. Yeah. It is 65 degrees in here. I was supposed to build a cooling pipe in here. We haven't done that yet. I might just dump some more ice in here for now. We'll build that later. I think I was supposed to do that today, and I just forgot. That's fine. It's not a contest. Why is there so much water here? Wait. And the heavy watt conductive wire could go here. And that's going to form some baseline power for everything. And then this gas pump, I think for now, I'm just going to pump this gas pump into all of them. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it like that. Hold on, hold on. Right, this can go down here. Yeah, that'll do for now. That poke shell is like me. He's too hot and he's vibing. Right. I'm going to have to plug this in somewhere later. I think I was just going to plug it in here for now. I don't actually have any stuff here now. Shen! Oh my god, Shen. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Bartholomew. Hello, Shen. Hello, Guidal. Hello, Bankai1701. Hello, Gisp. What's going on here? I'm back from holiday. We just came back from a week in Scotland, and I've just also come back from being in Cambridge all day and, like, being busy. We're just kind of hanging out today. We're still on the main base playthrough where we are aiming to make a completely sustainable base. We're going to set up a big sour gas boiler with Dracos. It's going to be very complicated, and I explain it much better here. Thank you very much for following Daniel Aldrin 1990. Enjoy your fish your froggy emotes. Yes. The plan for the run is here. I have 2 videos where we talk about how to recycle water and oil byproducts for critters from when I'm actually awake. So we started off with this run. We set up by the printing pod. And what I'm slowly doing is I'm moving everything up here to a dedicated base where we're going to have everyone. And then we're going to remove all this. We're going to put in all the sour gas boiling infrastructure here. Shen's just back on holiday as well. Really? Where was Shen's holiday? Hello, Og. Hello, Joaquim. 558. I like the pirate emote. Is that a pirate emote? I like it. But yeah, I'm absolutely shattered. So, we're still sort of decorating the base at the moment. We're kind of setting up a freezer. We haven't really set up the coolant pipe for the freezer yet. We've just been sort of laying some stuff out. A lot of what we've been doing recently is just laying stuff out and organizing it. It's like, because I want to make sure that when we start all the industry, the space is as tight as possible for the rest of the stuff, so we have plenty of space for extending our industry infrastructure out. That's very much the plan. But there isn't a super huge amount of interesting stuff on this run yet. We do have this little Draco laboratory over here where we started breeding them just to get our initial population up. And the plan for this is we're feeding all of the Dracos hot polluted water from a metal refinery. We're running the polluted water through here to get all of that stuff sorted out. Why did I get why did I just get a shower full of emotes? I think I gotta follow. Thank you very much for following Hitmaster Flash. Guidal, you followed me as well. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. Stupid stream alerts or whatever I use. Yeah, so the plants are slowly consuming all the polluted water. That's very much the plan. I have got a vent here that's set to activate if the water is too cold. But we're not using that for now. And then, so we're getting reed fiber for clothing from these guys and for making our exosuits that the dupes are using to actually go into hazardous areas like volcanoes. And then these guys are a special variant that likes to be colder. And they're eating the mealwoods, and they're making plastic. And we're using the plastic to build all of our infrastructure out as well. And then all the exostructures are meat, and we're using that for a lot of our food. That being said, most of our food now is from us growing water weeds. We have a little lettuce repository over here where we're fertilizing them. We kept getting a load of fertilizer from the printing pod. And we started on an Oceania asteroid. So we had absolutely massive saltwater oceans that we've gradually been draining, feeding these guys. But most of the saltwater is stored in this tank, which is full of saltwater and then a variety of other liquids. Because it's just a storage, really. Nothing too interesting going on there. You aren't plugged in, so this pipe should not have been built yet. Please don't waste the hydrogen. I'm just building some backup power, because I'm building a load of transformers so we can centralize all of our power sources and plug them all into one heavy wire that's hidden from Dupe's view. And that way we can prioritize when to use certain power sources and when not to use certain power sources. So maybe we want them to use the hydrogen that we've got in abundant supply before we start using all the coal power. And then the steam power is going to be running no matter what, because we're using the steam turbines primarily to cool stuff down rather than generate heat, rather than generate power. So those can run even if we're full on power. So there's a few little things like that. I've got a hydrogen vent here that we've got going down into a little gap. I have some doors that open and close in sequence, and somehow, because there's a liquid blob here, it shoves all the hydrogen infinitely into this room. So we're doing this instead of using gas reservoirs. But the vent is dormant at the moment. It's actually going to activate in a cycle, so you might actually see that running. Then there's another hydrogen vent we just uncovered down here that I want to plug in as well. It's currently underwater, and it's going to take a while for us to move. Are you actually going to erupt now, Mr. Gold Volcano? Yes. Great. We had to lower the saltwater level in here a little bit. Yeah. This game seemed advanced. Yeah, this game has a steep learning curve. I've played this for about 3,000 hours. This is not my cleanest run by any means. And there's always stuff to learn, frankly. There's always different ways of solving problems. It's great. But yeah, we have a YouTube channel where we've done a lot of build designs where we've tried to simplify things and explain how that all works. Yeah, this is my main game. You built the Sandbox Showcase version. Yeah, that'll be on the YouTube channel. I have guides for doing a lot of different things. Can you actually sweep this out so it's no longer flooded? I am kind of intending on tuning these now. I think. This is a game where you're still a beginner until the 1,000-hour mark. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Right, so I'm going to tell you to turn on if you're below 80 and turn off if you're above 90. That way, you should run the hydrogen before you run the other power sources. Is the long commute problem a big problem in the long run? Well, yes and no. Eventually, when you have a large base, you end up with a lot of long commutes anyways. Obviously, we should try and reduce these down a little bit. Once the base is set up properly, and the dupes are air-conditioned until they get in their suits, and then they just actually go into the rest of the map, we'll stop having those inefficiency issues, and then things will speed up a fair bit. But I'm not really in a rush at the moment, because I know that the objectives on this run are going to take a while anyways, and it's nice actually just relaxing for a little bit before everything goes into 12th gear. Yeah, and then you're an advanced beginner. Yeah, exactly. In other words, I should play more games than watch this Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I would say the key message for Oxygen Not Included is play it expecting to make mistakes, and to learn from those mistakes, learn from a different mistake each run. And you will eventually get the hang of it, but it will take a long time, and you don't have to worry about, like, don't worry about every mistake you make. It's all natural. Can you actually open this? Like, I need you to actually build this weight plate, right? Can I yellow alert this? We had an issue with our volcanoes where they were dumping the metal in a weird way. So we're setting up some automation just so that it's alright. Basically, we've got a conveyor rail running it through in very small packets so that the material exchanges heat very quickly. The issue with that is the duplicates are trying to pick up all the small packets individually instead of the larger mass. So that's why we're setting it up with a weight plate here. So it opens when there's a large enough mass here to be worth picking up. So that's basically the plan with that. And I need to make sure that I've actually done that for all of these places. I think we kind of have, but not everywhere. Where was the other one? Oh, God. Where? Here. I need to do the same thing here. So that means I need to actually remove this fire pole. Put a door in here. Put a weight plate here. And I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this tile in the meantime. I never tried it with the meters before until today. Because the other thing is, Clay is still updating this game fairly regularly and adding new stuff all the time. And to be fair, a lot of it is sort of widening the puddle. But ONI is not a puddle. ONI is a game where it's like the exact opposite of a puddle. Like, it's just like a deep... It's just a real deep trench. And they're widening out the trench with the DLC. So I feel like even though new content's coming out, I feel like I'm gradually keeping pace with what's going on. I don't know. Oh, I need to seal this on the other side as well, don't I? So I need to tile this. Then you can only access it from this side. That should work. That's an annoying place to have a wire. I was putting stuff in here, but I didn't quite commit to actually getting that done yet. I guess it would just be this wire, right? Oh, Xanthra, if I recall correctly, can also run the conveyor through metal tiles to transfer heat faster? Yes, and temp shift the metal tiles to gas. Objects on conveyors don't convey heat very well in gases. Yes, that's generally very true. But the metals are conductive enough that it's conducting just fine in the steam. And then we're running it through the liquid in the steam turbine rooms as well. Now this one's a bad example because this one isn't actually cooled yet, but I've been cooling the others. I haven't cooled this one yet because I was going to set up a aqua tuner, and this is where the aqua tuner for the base cooling is going to go. We're going to have an aqua tuner for air conditioning, and we're going to have an aqua tuner for freezers because they need to be set to different temperatures. And they're both going in here, but I wanted to wait to figure this out until I'd gotten a bit more settled back in, frankly. Right, are you done with all of this? It looks like you are done with all of this. So I can plug these pipes back in, and now the hydrogen should run. And that should charge the batteries. And that should allow the base to actually run, which should mean that we'll start sieving the water in a minute. But I think they've sieved all the water already, so I think we're fine. You'll follow me on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. Mucho appreciado. Any plans to come back to Dyson Sphere program, or are you waiting for Combat Update Part 2? I think I'm going to come back to it once it's out of early access. I really like Dyson Sphere program, but I want to stay fresh in ONI. I don't have a huge amount of time for multiple A games. Like, what I like to do is I like to have an A game and a B game. And the A game is the one that I'm focusing most of my mental planning and energy on, which is usually Oxygen Not Included. It has with Dyson Sphere program in the past. It's usually Oxygen Not Included. And then I like to have a B game, which I just chill with
Thanks for the follow.
when I feel like doing stuff. And that's Belatra at the moment. Thank you very much for the follow, Halon. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. I would show you more of the fish. Actually, let me show you very quickly. The fish are down here. This is Whiskers, the weather loach. She is just having a loachy moment. She blesses the channel. That's her portrait up there as well. She was an astronaut. You know, normal fish things. You guys all funded that a while ago. But yeah. Very cool. I love it. Right. You need to be set to 1,000. That should be good then. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Metal Volcanoes set up now with the weight plates. There's none over here, and the Gold Volcano is just erupting straight into the water because realistically, this is never going to boil all of this water. Gold has a very low heat capacity. We're pouring more water in, and it's in a cold area, so whatever. Cool. I've been rewatching your DSP series on YouTube. I'm probably going to start a new save soon. The lag is starting to get annoying. Yeah, I really want to pick it back up. If I was streaming full time somehow, I would probably do both Oxygen Not Included and Sphere Program and alternate between them. But I think I do not have the mental capacity for that at the moment. You know what would make sense? To actually have this directly hooked up here to the aluminium. I'm not sure I want to make you out of aluminium, though. I think I'd rather make you out of copper. Aluminium is the more valuable metal, I think. Because we can use it for... It's more conductive for those various applications. I'll see. In any case, I don't think this needs to be urgent. Multiplayer DSP could be cool. Oh, I know, right? The main reason I don't play it more as well is because I want games that I know could actually run on my laptop. And DSP does run on my laptop, but running it and streaming it at the same time is a bit of a push. We've got a building interest mechatronics guy, but he's anemic. I'm not taking any of these guys. Yeah, the hydrogen vent is actually running again now. So you can see this room is filling up with gas. And then it's actually getting pushed into this room where it's much higher pressure. The doors are filling up with gas. And then this one closes first and pushes it up here. And then the rest of the gas gets pushed over here. That's the plan. We'll see how effective it actually is. We fiddled around with that a fair bit a while ago. It's more efficient to have it just pump it, have it pump up. But this was supposed to be the bottom of where the base is, because I'm trying to sandwich the base in between this geyser and this geyser. So that we're saving space. So normally you'd have it go up here, but I've got it going down here instead. Dyson Sphere Program, yeah, it's great. I do have some videos about Dyson Sphere Program, but that's not my main focus. Right. Well, I hate to cut it short, guys, because I know I'm cutting it short even for today. But, like, I've literally been out for 12 hours today of work. I basically just wanted to say hi to people coming back from holiday. I was kind of hoping we'd get this to actually run. Oh, wait. We can get this to run. Okay, before we go, why did I draw the wire through the neutronium? Why did I think that would work? You didn't actually build the wire. I will go get some rest, but we're going to plug this in first, because, frankly, we need a thumbnail today, and I haven't got a thumbnail. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday. I need Thursday to sort some stuff out. Yeah, build this wire, please. Build this wire, and then we can see you erupt. Because I want to show off this trick. Basically, we've got deodorizers here. There's polluted oxygen here. There's a liquid layer here. The deodorizers can suck it off of this tile. And then the liquid prevents the gases from mixing. It's a very clean solution. This is a hot polluted oxygen vent, so we need to add some cooling at some point. Is the fact that it's hot not just a problem? Well, it's basically 50 kDTUs per second of heat, on average. So we are going to actively cool the base with a thermal aquatuner. for air conditioning. So we absolutely can just not deal with it. It's not a problem functionally. But we won't cool it at the vent. We'll just cool the air in the base. Yeah. Is there anything else that you're actually building? Starving? Why are you starving? Or just farting about? It's hot, but the mass SHC are relatively low, so there's not much for total heat. Yeah, exactly. In practice, it's not actually an issue. Bubbles is on the way to build the segment. Why did you build 2 segments and then leave the other one? You have actually delivered some metal here. That will probably help out a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna make this super high priority. Oh, I need to build all the friggin' atmosphere pipes as well. Right, plug these in as well. Yeah, maybe we'll do one more cycle. We'll do one more cycle. I don't know when the video is going to come up on YouTube for this. Right, let's actually bring this down here. So it vents into the base first, and then it vents afterwards. Why are we getting carbon dioxide in this pipe? Oh, the CO2 storage is full. Right, okay. I guess we're getting a lot of CO2 now, right? I really need to sort that out. That's not good. It doesn't matter if we're venting it into the base a huge amount, but yeah, we don't want to vent. We don't want to vent CO2 into this space. I don't mind if it's going into pipes over here. Actually, I do mind. It's damaging the atmospheres, and they're fixing them. I should put a vent in here as well, shouldn't I? You know what? Sod it. I think I've reached the point where I'm just going to put a high-pressure vent here and call it a day. Right. The other oxygen pipe is going to come up here. And then that's going to come in and feed these. You need more RAM. TSP is using all 32 gigabytes plus 128 gigabytes of page file. Alright, humor me. What is page file? I think I may have once known what that is, but no longer. Sounds like too much RAM. Okay, that's something to do. Did we fill this liquid lock? We didn't. I don't want CO2 to creep in here. Wait. Bro, there's slime lung? Okay, we knew there was slime lung. Is it in the base? Ah, fuck, it's in the base. Yeah, because it breached over here. Okay. That's... we need to pour some liquids in here, then. Liquids. Using your hard drive as extra RAM. How on earth does that work? Basically, when part of your storage, like an SSD, uses RAM when proper RAM is full. That sounds dangerous. That sounds like you're crossing the streams. It sounds like you're kind of like, that's like absolute desperation mode. Archaic tech, well said. Right, I did refill this with more liquid. That's good. I did forget about that. Right. Okay. So now this is working. Good. Thumbnail. The poke shell has come to inspect. The poke shells have come to inspect the polluted vent. Whatever. They're no longer interested. Yeah. So the gas is coming out here, and then the polluted oxygen is getting sucked through here, and the clean oxygen is coming out. And now we have plenty of clay. Because we're never going to run out of sand to feed these things. We have like 1,000 tons of sand on this asteroid. And now we've got clay production so we can make ceramic. Cool. Right, I'm going to wrap it up here because I feel like I'm going to actually, like, literally just... So, thank you very much for raiding earlier with Shen. I'm going to give Shen a shout out, as I must do more frequently. There you go. We are going to go raid someone. I'm not going to go give the usual whole spiel. Oh, here's Mr. Puff, by the way. He's here. That's my hand. He's chipping in today instead of the fish tank. But I'll be back on Friday. I'll let you know via Discord what I'm going to be doing. We are going to be continuing this run, obviously. And hopefully I've got a bit more of a plan. But, yeah. Let's go raid someone. Who am I going to go raid? Oh, no wonder I'm lagging. I still have my friggin' internet browser open. Oh, whatever. I don't think that's affected this. Who's on Twitch? Who's on Twitch and playing ONI? Not many people. Let's see. I need to raid someone. I'm going to raid this person called Tushi. We're going to see what they're up to. I've never met them. Please be polite. Please send fishy emotes. Will this be on YouTube tomorrow? Man, I don't know. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think I need to sort out the fish tank first. And then I need to think about all the YouTube stuff. Because I've got another Belatro video I want to put together as well. Like, this is what I meant when I said, like, I kind of want to take a week off just to do YouTube stuff. But, yeah. Take care, everyone. We'll go say hi to Tushi. And we'll see you later. Bye for now.